Hello, dear students. Subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon. It's a deep request from my side to all my viewers to subscribe Dr. Biswarup Roy Chaudhary in YouTube. Just subscribe him and watch his videos for your health, your parents' health, your relatives' health, as well as your friends' health. Here in our life, we have to find out right person. So, of course, Dr. Biswarup Roy Chaudhary is right person for your life. I think that nothing is more than humanity. Save humanity at first. So please subscribe, share, and like his channel, Suraj Bhatt. Hello, all my dear students. It's me Suraj once again for you to help. Today I have brought an interesting transformation text from the last unit of the book The Heritage of Words, which is Hansel and Gretel by Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm. Here in this video, I have presented this interesting story's main summary point in both English and Nepali languages for you. I would like to request all of you to copy all these important points into your note copies to secure fine marks in your NEB board examination. Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm's Hansel and Gretel in Nepali, presenting for you main summary points, The Heritage of Words, Class 12, SSCB NEB Board. Let's start. Hansel and Gretel. Hansel र Gretel. This popular fairy tale, Hansel and Gretel, has been written by Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm, German philologists and collectors of fairy tales. यो लोकप्रिय दन्त्यकथा ह्यान्सल र ग्रेटल जर्मनका भाषाविदहरू र दन्त्यकथाहरूका सञ्चयकर्ताहरू जेकब र विल्हेम ग्रिमद्वारा लेखिएको हो. The main characters of this fairy tale are Hansel and Gretel, who are brother and sister by their relationship. यस दन्त्यकथाका मुख्य पात्रहरू ह्यान्सल र ग्रेटल हुन् जो तिनीहरूको नाताले भाइ र बहिनी हुन्. This fairy tale has presented the struggles done by these two kids in the jungle. यस दन्त्यकथाले यी दुई बालबालिकाहरूले जंगलमा गरेका संघर्षहरू प्रस्तुत गरेको छ. According to this story, long time ago, a poor woodcutter's family lived in a small house near jungle. यस कथाका अनुसार धेरै समय पहिले एक गरिब बन्चरेको परिवार जंगल नजिक एक सानो घरमा बस्दथ्यो. There were altogether 4 members in that family. त्यो परिवारमा जम्मा 4 जना सदस्यहरू थिए. Woodcutter was the single earner in the house. बन्चरे त्यो घरमा एक मात्र कमाउने व्यक्ति थियो. He had his second wife and 2 kids. उसको दोस्रो श्रीमती र 2 जना बालबालिकाहरू थिए. His first wife had died many years before. उसको पहिलो श्रीमती धेरै सालहरू पहिले बितिसकेकी थिए. His kids Hansel and Gretel were from his first wife. उसका बालबालिकाहरू Hansel र Gretel उसको पहिलो श्रीमतीबाट थिए. Both kids' father and stepmother are unnamed here in this story. यहाँ यस कथामा 2 जना बालबालिकाहरूका बुवा र सौतेनी आमा नामविहीन छन्. Once there was famine in that village. एकपल्ट त्यो गाउँमा अनिकाल पर्यो. The woodcutter became quite upset and talked about that matter to his wife. बन्चरे निकै उदास भयो र त्यस मामिलाबारे आफ्नो श्रीमतीसँग कुरा गर्यो. His wife advised him to discard both kids in the jungle. उसको श्रीमतीले उसलाई 2 जना बालबालिकाहरूलाई जंगलमा छोड्ने सुझाव दिए. The woodcutter didn't want to leave his kids in the jungle, but his wife persuaded him. बन्चरे आफ्ना बालबालिकाहरूलाई जंगलमा छोड्न चाहँदैनथ्यो, तर उसको श्रीमतीले उसलाई मनाई. Hansel heard all their plans and informed Gretel about that. ह्यान्सलले तिनीहरूका सम्पूर्ण योजनाहरू सुन्यो र त्यसबारे ग्रेटललाई सूचित गर्यो. Gretel started crying after hearing her brother's words. ग्रेटलले आफ्नो भाइका शब्दहरू सुनिसकेपछि रुन सुरु गरी. Hansel comforted her and made her quiet. ह्यान्सलले ग्रेटललाई सम्हाल्यो र शान्त पार्यो. He went outside and filled his pockets with pebbles. ऊ बाहिर गयो र आफ्ना खल्तीहरू गिट्टीहरूले भर्यो. He came back and slept. ऊ फिर्ता आयो र सुत्यो. Next day early in the morning, parents took the kids with them towards jungle. अर्को दिन सवेरै आमा बुवाहरूले बालबालिकाहरूलाई आफूसँगै जङ्गलतिर लगे. While walking, Hansel kept on pausing himself to draw pebbles on the way from his pocket. Hansel हिँडिरहेको बेला बाटोमा आफ्नो खल्तीबाट गिटीहरू खसाल्नका लागि आफूलाई रोक्ने काम गरिरहेको थियो. He dropped the pebbles so that he could easily find the trail back to his home. उसले गिटीहरू बाटोमा खसाल्यो ताकि ऊ सजिलै घर फिर्ता जाने गोरेटो भेटाउन सकोस्. When his father asked him the reason behind pausing himself, he replied his father that a small cat on the roof of his house was saying bye to him. जब उसको बुवाले उसलाई आफूलाई रोकाउनुको कारण सोधे, उसले एक सानो बिरालो उसको घरको छानोबाट उसलाई बिदाई दिइरहेको थियो भनी जवाब दियो. Hansel kept on dropping the pebbles all the way. Hansel सम्पूर्ण बाटोमा गिटीहरू खसाली नै रहेको थियो. When they reached the middle part of the jungle, the father lit on the fire for them and asked them to wait until they came back. जब तिनीहरू जंगलको मध्यभागमा पुगे, तिनीहरूको बुवाले तिनीहरूका लागि आगो जलाइदियो र तिनीहरू फिर्ता नआउन्जेलसम्म तिनीहरूलाई पर्खिनु भन्यो. After they were deserted, Gretel started weeping. तिनीहरूलाई छोडिएपछि ग्रेटलले रुन कराउन सुरु गरी. Hansel comforted her and asked her for the moon to appear in the sky. ह्यान्सलले तिनलाई सम्हाल्यो र आकाशमा चन्द्रमा आउन्जेलसम्म कुर्नका लागि भन्यो. When the moon appeared in the sky, the pebbles which Hansel had dropped on the way started to shine. जब आकाशमा चन्द्रमा देखा पर्यो, ती गिटीहरूले जुन ह्यान्सलले बाटोमा खसालेको थियो चम्किन सुरु गरे. Following those shiny pebbles, both kids reached their home next early in the morning. ती चम्केका गिटीहरू पछ्याउँदै दुवैजना बालबालिकाहरू भोलिपल्ट सवेरै घर पुगे. Father became quite happy to find his kids back to home, but their stepmother became quite angry. बुवा आफ्ना दुवै बालबालिकाहरूलाई घर फिर्ता भएको भेटाउँदा ज्यादै खुसी भए, तर तिनीहरूकी सौतेनी आमा ज्यादै रिसाई. Time passed by. समय बित्दै गयो. Next they again faced another famine. पछि तिनीहरूले फेरि अनिकालको सामना गरे. Hansel again heard the plans of his parents one night. ह्यान्सलले एक रात पुनः आफ्ना आमा बुवाहरूको योजनाहरू सुन्यो. Hansel wanted to fill up pebbles, but the door was locked from outside by his stepmother. ह्यान्सल गिट्टीहरू भर्न चाहन्थ्यो तर ढोका बाहिरबाट उसको सौतेनी आमाद्वारा लगाइएको थियो. Hansel comforted his sister saying that God would save them. ह्यान्सलले आफ्नो बहिनीलाई भगवान तिनीहरूलाई बचाउलान् भन्दै सम्हाल्यो. Next day early in the morning, both kids got half pieces of bread. भोलिको दिन सवेरै दुवैजना बालबालिकाहरूले आधा आधा रोटीका टुक्राहरू प्राप्त गरे. Hansel took that half piece of bread from Gretel too. ह्यान्सलले ग्रेटलबाट त्यो आधा रोटीको टुक्रा पनि लियो. He kept on dropping bread crumbs on the way, pausing himself. ऊ आफूलाई रोक्दै रोटीका टुक्राहरू बाटोमा खसाली नै रहेको थियो. When he got the same question from his father as the first time, he replied that the little dove was saying goodbye to him from his house roof. जब उसले आफ्नो बुबाबाट प्रथम पटक जस्तै त्यही प्रश्न भेटायो, उसले आफूलाई एउटा सानो ढुक्कुरले उसको घरको छानोबाट बिदाई दिइरहेको कुरा बतायो। The second time the kids were taken to the densest part of the jungle. दोस्रो पटक बालबालिकाहरूलाई जङ्गलको हदै घना भागमा लगियो। The parents again lit on the fire for them and made the same promise as earlier. आमा बुवाहरूले तिनीहरूका लागि आगो बालिदिए र पहिले जस्तै बाचा गरे। They waited for the moon, but they couldn't get help of moon's rays because all their breadcrumbs had been eaten up by the birds in the jungle. तिनीहरूले चन्द्रमालाई कुरे तर तिनीहरूले चन्द्रमाका किरणहरूको सहयोग लिन सकेनन् किनकि तिनीहरूका जम्मै रोटीका टुक्राहरू जङ्गलमा चराहरूले खाइसकेका थिए। They got lost in the great jungle for 3 days. तिनीहरू विशाल जङ्गलमा 3 दिनहरूसम्म हराए। They wandered much but couldn't find their way back to home. तिनीहरू यताउता ज्यादै भौतारिए तर तिनीहरूले आफ्नो घर फिर्ता जाने बाटो भेटाउन सकेनन्। On the third day, while they were sitting under a big tree, they heard a sweet melodious song of a white bird. तेस्रो दिन जब तिनीहरू एक ठूलो रुखमुनि बसिरहेका थिए, तिनीहरूले एक सेतो चराको एक मिठो सुमधुर गीत सुने। That bird was flying just over the ground, sitting on a branch of one tree to the next. त्यो चरा जमिनको हल्का माथि एक रुखको हाँगाबाट अर्को रुखको हाँगामा बस्दै उडिरहेको थियो। Both of them followed that white bird. दुवैजनाले त्यो सेतो चरालाई पछ्याए। That bird led the kids to the house which was made of bread and sugar. त्यो चराले बालबालिकाहरूलाई एउटा घरमा लगेर गयो जुन रोटी र चिनीले बनाइएको थियो। Both hungry kids became so happy and hurriedly started eating the house. दुवैजना भोकाएका बालबालिकाहरू ज्यादै खुसी भए र हतारिँदै घरलाई खान सुरु गरे। A bit later, an old woman came out crying, "Who is nibbling my little house?" अलि बेरपछि एक बुढी महिला को मेरो सानो घरलाई खाइरहेको छ भनी कराउँदै बाहिर आई। Both kids clearly answered her question saying that the wind was eating her little house. दुवै बालबालिकाहरूले हावा उहाँको सानो घरलाई खाइरहेको थियो भन्दै स्पष्ट रूपमा उहाँको प्रश्नको उत्तर दिए। At first, both kids became quite fearful to see that old woman. प्रारम्भमा दुवैजना बालबालिकाहरू बुढी महिलालाई देख्दा साह्रै डराए। But that woman welcomed both of them in a very splendid manner in her home. तर त्यो महिलाले एकदम भव्य तरिकाले दुवैजनाहरूलाई आफ्नो घरमा स्वागत गरी। She served delicious food items to them. तिनले तिनीहरूलाई स्वादिष्ट खानाका परिकारहरू पस्किन्। She even prepared fine beds for them to sleep. तिनले तिनीहरूलाई सुत्नका लागि राम्रो ओछ्यानहरू समेत तयार पारिन्। Both kids felt it as heavenly pleasure. दुवैजना बालबालिकाहरूलाई त्यो स्वर्गीय आनन्द जस्तै महसुस भयो। They couldn't know the real intentions of that old woman. तिनीहरूले त्यो बुढी महिलाको वास्तविक मनसायहरू बुझ्न सकेनन्। Actually, that old woman wasn't kind but a very wicked witch who liked to eat children's meat. वास्तवमा त्यो बुढी महिला दयालु थिइन तर एक ज्यादै दुष्ट बोक्सी थिई जसलाई बालबालिकाहरूको मासु खान असाध्यै मन पर्थ्यो। Next day she showed her real behaviors to the kids. भोलिपल्ट उसले आफ्ना वास्तविक व्यवहारहरू बालबालिकाहरूलाई देखाई। She wanted to eat Hansel's meat but Hansel was quite thin by his physique. ऊ ह्यान्सलको मासु खान चाहन्थे तर ह्यान्सल स्वास्थ्यले ज्यादै दुब्लो थियो। So she imprisoned Hansel inside the sack to fatten him. त्यसैले उसले ह्यान्सललाई मोटाउनका निम्ति खोरभित्र कैद गरी। She compelled Gretel in household tasks. उसले ग्रेटेललाई घरका कामहरूमा बाध्य बनाई। She gave delicious food items to Hansel inside the cage to fatten him. उसले हेन्सललाई खोरभित्र स्वादिष्ट खानाका परिकारहरू उसलाई मोटाउनका निम्ति दिए। She even checked Hansel whether he became fat or not. ऊ हेन्सल मोटो भयो कि भएन भनी जाँच्ने पनि गर्दथी। Hansel showed his tact through sewing a piece of bone instead of his finger. ह्यान्सलले आफ्नो औलाको सट्टा हाडको टुक्रा देखाउने कार्य मार्फत आफ्नो चतुराई देखायो। After some days, the wicked witch got very impatient. केही दिनहरूपछि दुष्ट बोक्सी ज्यादै अधैर्य भई। She decided to eat Hansel's meat. उसले हेन्सलको मासु खाने निर्णय गरी। She asked Gretel to check the oven whether it is hot or not. उसले ग्रेटललाई चुलो तातो छ कि छैन भनी जाँच्न लगाई। Very tactfully, Gretel pretended that she didn't know the way of checking the oven. अति चतुराईका साथ ग्रेटलले चुलो जाँच्ने तरिका आउँदैन भनी नक्कल पारी। Being furious when the witch was showing the way of checking the oven to Gretel, Gretel gave her a hard push from behind. रिसको झोकमा जब बोक्सी ग्रेटललाई चुलो जाँच्ने तरिका देखाइरहेकी थिई, ग्रेटलले बोक्सीलाई पछाडिबाट एक जोरदार धक्का दिई। As the witch fell into the oven, Gretel immediately locked the oven's lid. जस्तै बोक्सी चुलोमा खसी, ग्रेटलले तुरुन्तै चुलोको ढक्कन लगाइदिई। That witch died inside the oven. त्यो बोक्सी त्यही चुलोभित्र मरी। Later on, Gretel released her brother. पछि ग्रेटलले आफ्नो दाजुलाई मुक्त गरी। Both of the kids took a lot of jewelries from witch's house. दुवैजना बालबालिकाहरूले बोक्सीको घरबाट टन्नै गरगहनाहरू लगे। They wandered here and there again in search of right way back to home. तिनीहरू पुनः घर फिर्ता जाने सही बाटोको खोजीमा यताउता भौतारिए। After some time, they heard the sound of surging water. केही बेरपछि तिनीहरूले बगिरहेको पानीको आवाज सुने। When they reached there, they found the expanse of river's water without any boat or bridge. जब तिनीहरू त्यहाँ पुगे, तिनीहरूले कुनै पनि डुङ्गा वा पुल बिनाको फराकिलो नदीको पानी भेटाए। Luckily, they saw a huge white duck. भाग्यवश तिनीहरूले एक विशाल सेतो हाँस देखे। Hansel and Gretel asked the white duck to take them across the river through their song. Hansel र ग्रेटलले सेतो हाँसलाई आफ्नो गीत मार्फत नदी पारी पुर्याइदेऊ भनी बिन्ती गरे। The white duck took them across the river one by one. सेतो हाँसले दुवैजनालाई पालो पालो गरी नदी पारी पुर्याइदियो। On the next side, they found the actual way to get back home. अर्को पट्टि तिनीहरूले आफ्नो घर फिर्ता पुग्ने वास्तविक बाटो भेटाए। When they reached home, their father became quite happy. जब तिनीहरू घर पुगे, तिनीहरूको बुवा सारै खुसी भयो। They gave all the jewelries to their father which they had taken from witch's house. तिनीहरूले आफ्नो बुवालाई सबै गरगहनाहरू दिए जुन तिनीहरूले बोक्सीको घरबाट ल्याएका थिए। They knew about the death of their stepmother. तिनीहरूले आफ्नो सौतेनी आमाको मृत्युबारे थाहा पाए। They lived happily thereafter. तिनीहरू त्यसपछि खुसी साथ बसे।